Hello and welcome to Queendom TV, and we've been doing a lot of videos talking about Amanda Bynes because she is in a conservatorship and things have been very airtight with her, largely I believe because a lot of things have gone on in the media, and I've talked about this in different videos, that have enabled for her, in my opinion, to have a much more airtight conservatorship, and therefore I feel like we're going to have to actually do a lot more research to actually work out how she got into it and if she should be in it, because she's been saying that she doesn't want to be, and I think it's only fair to look into things and support her if we can, because we definitely were able to help with Brittany. Now, the thing that I want to talk about in this video is where we're at now, because where we're at now is that she's sitting in an extremely airtight conservatorship, as I just mentioned, because of the fact that there was a lot of information out in the media, a lot of evidence, which I believe her parents allowed to be out there on purpose. I believe they allowed her to spiral out of control on purpose so that they could put her in this conservatorship that was even more airtight. Now, the reason why I believe that is they had the opportunity to look at everything that was going on with Britney Spears and go, how can we do better than, how can we not mess up the same way that James and Lynn, the other Lynn, did? And they must have realized that a lot of what was keeping Britney in being able to do certain things is the fact that, you know, she wasn't doing things like drugs and drinking, even though they kept trying to say it. And the fact that she was actually, you know, just looking after herself and showing up and doing her Vegas show, even up to 2019. She was about to do her another residency. She chose not to because of the conservatorship, which kudos to her and big support. And I think what they've done, Amanda's parents have done, is they've relied on the fact that she has done a lot of things that have been done in the public eye. They've not protected her as their daughter in terms of keeping things private or anything. They've continually wanted to have control over her life, even before things were looking as bad as they did before she ended up in this long-term conservatorship. She had been saying she didn't want to be around her parents. She'd been claiming that her dad, she claimed at least once that her dad abused her and had talked a lot about things that she had been through, but they still kept pushing for this conservatorship. And I believe that because they've done that, that is where she is now. The interesting thing is that during the times of all this conservatorship stuff, when she was doing a bit better, her mum opened a trust for her, which gave her an opportunity to spend some more money, of her own money. It's very odd, again, that they're taking so much control over her till now, when she's clearly doing a lot better, or at least we're hoping she's doing a lot better. And if she isn't, it could be because she genuinely doesn't have control over her own wealth. And one of the issues that came up in the past was the fact that she wanted to marry, I believe, the same guy who she's with now. I'm so annoyed that I've forgotten his name. But they didn't want to let her marry him. My mum didn't want to let her marry him, and so therefore they've not been married. There was a big issue that happened at the time. Again, I think that was another trigger that she had, because it's clear that, you know, when she has triggers, when things happen, they can trigger, like, you know, her mental illnesses. And so I really think that I really think that this conservatorship that she's in is a lot more airtight than people are prepared for. And I'm actually almost concerned to find out what sick and twisted things are actually going on behind closed doors for her. Because at the end of the day, we don't know a lot of stuff, which, not that we need to know because it's her business, but they managed to keep her in it. And as we know from what we've been learning about conservatorships, once you're in one, it's very difficult to prove that you need to be out of one, especially when you don't have like a clean sheet of what you did before. And this is why I keep saying, guys, that I just don't think these conservatorships are helpful. I just don't think they are, because I think as soon as you're taking control over somebody's life, they have to prove why is it? I just don't understand. If God gives me free will to the point where I have to choose to have God in my life, and even that relationship is consensual, other than that, I get to make any decision I want to do. If I wanted to throw this pen at my screen right now and smash it, I can do that. Why are human beings trying to take control over somebody else's life or take away their freedom or their free will? That drives me absolutely insane, especially in America, in a country where, you know, people fight for their right for freedom, you know, your Fifth Amendment rights and everything, and all of these different things. It's like, why are we not standing up for people like the likes of Amanda Bynes? So what if she derails her whole life? She did that to herself. Because you see, the thing is, we in life, if we're not able to be allowed to learn how to manage ourselves, then we're never going to know how to manage ourselves. But also, I think they hide the fact that she can manage herself, because the fact is, a lot of the things that she went through, in my opinion, you can check out my other videos to understand why. A lot of things she went through were things she went through because of the industry that were actually traumatizing. And it's just annoying that people want to put her in a conservatorship and not, let's say, go and try and do something about Dan Schneider and give her justice with Dan Schneider. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know what you think, and let's keep fighting. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. God bless you all, and I will see you